Well, this is something I never expected myself to do so soon. Yes, this is another Five Nights at Freddy's video that I'm making. This may be a weird thing to do after my last Five Nights at Freddy's video about me discussing my opinions on the Five Nights at Freddy's series after experiencing Five Nights at Freddy's 4. Now, to be fair, I was a little bit brash in my opinions, and I may end up doing a new video on my opinions on the series after going through after re-experiencing the bits of the past of the franchise, rather than just focusing on the now of the franchise, because things that were good in the past can turn bad later on. You want an example of that? Try some of the old animations we see here. Like how SpongeBob used to be good, but now it's not so much. But I'm not here to talk about SpongeBob or cartoons. I'm here to talk about Five Nights at Freddy's. Another thing you may find weird is that I'm using an older version in a Foxy to represent myself in this video. I'm using an image of Phantom Foxy from Five Nights at Freddy's 3 rather than Nightmare Foxy from Five Nights at Freddy's 4. The reason being, this is a video about Five Nights at Freddy's 3. Now, it may be weird to make a video about how the previous game with the most recent game of the franchise coming out not very long ago. But but this is something that I thought of not too long ago, actually. I actually thought of making this video not too long after waking up this morning, and I want to get this out of the way. So, without further ado, we should probably get started on it. Now, as you know, Five Nights at Freddy's 3 has two endings. There is the bad ending that you get just through playing the game normally. I find that pretty bullshitty myself, but whatever. Everyone has their own opinion on these things. And there is the good ending, which you have to go through a lot of Easter egg stuff just to get. Not exactly what I would like to do to get a good ending on the game, but whatever. Now, even after stating this, I still find it weird that I'm making this video, but let's move on from that and just go about this. Now, this thought came to me when I decided to make this video, and the thought is, with the two different endings, this creates a split timeline in the Five Nights at Freddy's story timeline. Meaning there are two different possibilities that the series could go through if the series plan on going forward in their story rather than backwards. Like with the good ending, that's it. That's the end of that part of the timeline. But the bad ending can create a whole other span of the timeline, because in the bad ending represent, and hence the spirits of the children and the animatronics still trapped in the animatronics, whereas the good ending has them released from their prison, and that is the animatronics. I feel like I'm saying animatronics too much in this sentence. Anyways, now, like I said, with the good ending, that timeline, and that was my phone, that timeline, that's done. That's done. No more are moving forward from there. But the bad ending is open for more possibilities, because again, the spirits of the children are still in the animatronics. So this could span a whole other thing of games to find another way to release the spirits of the children after everything is said and done, because they would still be trapped on the plains of trapped on the plains of the earth due to what has happened to them. God, I cannot talk today. It is very early. Anyways, but yeah, this is an interesting thought, because if we do end up getting more games, if we end up getting a fifth game in the Five Nights at Freddy's series, this could actually be where the fifth game would take place after the events of Five Nights at Freddy's 3 in the bad ending timeline. Now, I get this is just me speculating here, but it's just something that I wanted to get done on, because it's something that I thought of, and like I said, I think I said this at the beginning of the video, I've been and getting back into the swing of Five Nights at Freddy's. My thoughts on it have gotten better than they were when I made my opinion video on the game franchise. And I want to make this clear from that video, because I know I put it in the description of that video, but not a lot of people like to read those, apparently, at least from what I can understand. And I did not say this in the video. When I made that video, I was not attacking Scott Cawthon himself. I was not attacking him, nor was I questioning his skills. As a game maker, he's someone that can make a good game. And please don't interpret anything that I said in that older video as me attacking Scott Cawthon and for what my opinions were at the time. Okay, now that I got that out of the way, I can continue on with this. Now, but this is an interesting thought to think about when it comes to Five Nights at Freddy's 3. There's to think, even after our Five Nights at Freddy's 4 came out, there's still something to think about the third entry of the franchise, which I find very interesting. So yeah, if we do end up getting a fifth game in the Five Nights at Freddy's series, it is likely that we may end up getting it on the part of the timeline, like part of the split where we got the bad ending of the game. This kind of reminds me of the Zelda timeline, where Ocarina of Time was the game that split the timeline into 3 parts except instead of 3 different timelines, there is 2. And this time, instead of it being a Zelda game that caused the split, it was a Five Nights at Freddy's game within its respective franchise. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this. God, my speech impediment. Sorry if I can't really talk well today. I just woke up not too long ago, so... And I want to get this video out because I know that there still isn't a whole lot of content coming out on the channel. But anyways, if you like this video, give it a like. If you have anything to say to me at all about anything, whether it be this video or something else about the channel, leave it in the comments below. If you want to see more content from me, or eventually you, Joe, when he finally decides to make something, hit that subscribe button. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. This has been Roxas, holder of the Keyblade Hunters, and I am signing out. Peace.